Hello viewers, you join me in the Lotus Emira. This is the 4-cylinder model and it is nothing to be scoffed at because it is the AMG M139, the most powerful series production inline 4-cylinder engine ever made. Of course, in this car it is not making its full capacity of 400 plus horsepower. It's making 366 horsepower and 430 Newton meters of torque. But that is more than enough to have proper fun in this rear-wheel drive mid-engined sports car. And the engine revs to a lofty 7,200 RPM. Lotus themselves have worked on the intake and exhaust. So as I go faster, you can hear the turbo whistle and a very polished, smooth roar from the exhaust. As explosive as the acceleration is, what I like more than the powertrain about the Emira is the way it handles. Now this car has the sports suspension package, something you have to order when you book the car. If you want to use the Emira every day and want better ride quality, then the tour package is what you want to use. But if you want the directness, the fun, the raw emotion of a sports car, then you need the sport package where you feel everything on the road. The steering is also extremely nicely weighted and feels properly precise in your hands. The slightest of throttle inputs, the slightest of steering inputs are all responded to with enthusiasm. And that is what makes the Emira special. That, and when you throw it into a corner, the car does not move ahead of you. It takes you with it. You move at the hip. And that is an amazing feeling to have. It's like sitting in your own personal roller coaster. And the asking price for that is a little more than rupees 3.2 crore ex-showroom. Now, if you ask me, is it worth it? I cannot really put a price on happiness, but if you want a proper sports car that you can use before promoting yourself to a supercar, then this is most definitely one of the better options. Now, I have driven the M2 previously, and I'm not going to compare it with this car because that was a manual transmission and should be compared with the V6 of the Emira, which is offered with a manual transmission.